we have our test tubes. We have our test tubes here. We're going to do the indicators in order of A1, A2, water, B2, B1, the same way it is on your chart. The first one is just litmus paper, red and blue litmus paper. And so we're going to get this set up. I'm just going to do this right onto the lab bench itself. And just put a couple drops on each red and blue, and I'll report to you guys what happens in each case. Okay. Rather than putting in the test tube, it'll be a little bit easier and more efficient to do it right on the lab bench. So A1, we're going to put just a drop on the blue and a drop on the red litmus paper. So with the A1 blue litmus paper turned red, the red litmus paper, nothing happened. With A2, we have a little bit of red color coming in on the blue litmus paper, not nearly as quick of a change as the A1, but it did turn red, and the red litmus paper did nothing. With water on blue, we have no change. Water on red, no change. So with B2, blue, nothing happens. Red, we have a bluish color coming in. B1, blue, nothing happens. While on the red litmus paper, we have it turned blue. So now is the first indicator. We're going to put a little bit down in each test tube. A couple milliliters, just so we are able to see what's going to happen. And the first indicator we have is the Congo red. And so we're going to put a couple drops of Congo red on each test tube. So this is A1. We see that it kind of turned a deep dark purple color for A1. A2, we have a lighter purple color, not nearly as deep of a color. For water, it just maintains this reddish color. For B2, it maintains this red color. And for B1, it is just a red color. So again, with the Congo red, A1 had a bluish purple color. A2, the weak acid, had a purple color develop. Water, B2, and B1 all maintain red. We're going to rinse this with some distilled water. Just make sure we get everything out. Remember, we want to rinse with distilled water because there's no ions in it. It's just a clear, it's all water. So we're not going to have any of the indicators changing due to the distilled water inside of it. So let's get our acid and bases all back in here. So A2, water, B2, B1. And so here we're going to next test phenolphthalein. So phenolphthalein, couple drops into A1. A1 remains clear. A2 remains clear. Water remains clear. B2 remains clear. B3 turn the vivid pink color here. So 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 we will rinse these and replace. Moving to phenolphthalein. All right. Oh, A1, A2, water, B2. Yes. What do you need help with?
The strip. When do we use the strip?
What strip?
The strips.
Or what set of things are you working on?
Well, we got the.
Is at your bench methyl, alizarin, bromo, and
No, we have like Congo, and then we have this.
so then you should have the litmus paper there too, so you'll just test those as well.
Okay, separately, but not in the vial, right?
Yeah, I just put it on the lab bench and just put a drop or two on each one. That was the easiest way to do that. Okay, so we have phenolphthalein. Now we are on to thymolphthalein. Okay, a couple drops in each. A1, A2, water, B2. So, with the thymolphthalein,
You don't see me.
so with thymolphthalein, do you need some?
No, I was just saying what tester.
So with thymolphthalein, we had A1 remain clear, A2 remained clear, water was clear. We had a very slight blue tint to B2, and B1 turned blue.
Excuse me?
That's for A1.
So we need A1, A2. Water and B2. And B1. We are testing either bromosyl green or bromophenol blue, and I have bromophenol blue. It's a pretty purple indicator. So in A1, it turns it yellow in A1. Yellow in A2. Water maintains that purple color. B2 is a purple color. And B1 is a purple color.
I like this a lot. It's cool.
So while I watch this, I'm going to answer Evan's question. Yes, Evan?
I was wondering, my a lot of people over there all has one distilled water bottle, I think.
There should be some in the lab bench storage at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to refill, and then we are going to be testing bromothymol blue. So we have bromothymol blue now. We'll add a couple drops to each one. The bromothionyl blue has almost a greenish tint to it when you look at it. Give me 1 second. My dropper is a little not holding. Sorry about that. My dropper's not holding the indicator in it, so I had to get a new one. So we have this bromothionyl blue. We have a yellowish color. Another yellowish color in A2, water. Maintains a greenish color. And so B2 turned blue and B1 turned blue. So A1 and A2 maintained a yellow color. Water was green. And then it turned blue for B2 and B1. Okay, so now we are on to the second to last indicator. Our second to last indicator is Elzerian yellow. Elzerian yellow. So in A1 maintains a very light yellow color. And A2 is a yellow color. Water is a yellowish color. So if we look here, A1 turned a pale yellow, A2 turned a pale yellow. Between B water and B1, we get progressively a little bit darker, and then with B1, it gets to a reddish color. So we go in order, an increasing darkness with the Elzerian yellow, where it ends with red. So it gets more amber as it goes on, ending with red in B1. So last but not least is our final indicator that we'll have to make choices from. We are now on to the methyl orange. So methyl orange adding to A2, or A1 and A2, added to water, is orange. B2, and B1. So A1 and A2 have this kind of reddish color. There's no real difference between A2 and A1 other than maybe one could, not even argue that A2's lighter. So we have a pinkish red. And then between the bases and water, it is all the same orange color. So that is the data here for part 1.